All right, good morning, traders. Today is July 8th, 2024. Thank you for being here. My SPY pivot this morning, 550.38. Above it, I'm a bull. Below it, I'm a bear. All of the Fab 5 remain in daily uptrends. SPY, QQQ, FNGU made new all-time highs. SPY closed with a 2-hour uptrend and a 10-minute uptrend. Diamond Dow made a lower high and a lower low, closing over a bullish trap over the 17 EMA. Not too sure about that. Gonna have to take a look at that again. IWM made a lower high and a lower low, closing under bearish cross under the 17 EMA. Gold in an uptrend made a higher low and a higher high, closing over the bullish trap over the 17 EMA. Silver starts a new uptrend, making a higher low and a higher high, closing over a bullish trap over the 17 EMA. UNG in a downtrend made a lower high and a lower low, closing under a bearish trap under the falling 17 EMA. USO in an uptrend made a higher high and a higher low, closing over a bullish trap over the 17 EMA. US dollar index in an uptrend, but continues to pull back further, closing near the 104.89 area. All right. Hey, good morning, JW. Let's take a look at some charts this morning. All right. So here's SPY. All right. This is Friday's price action. Okay. Higher low, higher high, closing over bullish trap. That's the 3 EMA on top of the 8 EMA. This vacuum in between here, that's the trap. So we have the SPY in an uptrend, price up over the trap, and then the dots, these are the 17 EMAs right here. And you can see price, the 3 and the 8, all three up over the 17 EMAs, and the 17 EMAs curling up. All right, let's take a look at all-time high anchored VWAP. We'll scoot down to the 2-hour chart. 2-hour chart, you can see we are in a 2-hour uptrend. Again, price up over the 3, up over the 8, up over a rising 17 EMA. Nice 2-hour uptrend. Not a red candle in there except for this last one. And I think that was aftermarket. Yep. Turn that off. All right, so there's SPY in a 2-hour uptrend. All right, 10-minute trend. 10-minute trend for Friday was a continuation of the 10-minute trend for Wednesday, right here. 10-minute trend, you can see it stays open. Not once does the 3 cross over the 8. 10-minute trend just rallies all day long, all the way up, all day on Friday, closing up near the 555 area. So we have a 10-minute uptrend going into the close on Friday. All right, let's take a look at the all-time high anchored VWAP. Let's set that in there. So here's the prior all-time high right there. So we're going to color that one blue. Let's change the color here. All right, so you can see price is up over the all-time high anchored VWAP and continues to make higher highs and higher lows, running away from this all-time high anchored VWAP. Okay, SPY is bullish, QQQ bullish, FNGU bullish. The market's bullish. All right, so let's take a look at QQQ. Here's QQQ on the daily chart. Same thing as SPY. Okay, SPY put in a new all-time high on Friday. QQQ puts in a new all-time high on Friday. Up over the bullish trap here. That's the 3 over the 8 over the 17 EMA. So QQQ in an uptrend. It's hard to be in an uptrend and to not be in an uptrend if you're making new all-time highs. So there's QQQ. All right, so QQQ up in an uptrend. FNGU, same deal. New all-time high for FNGU, up over the trap, over the 17 EMA, making another new all-time high. So new all-time high for FNGU, QQQ, and SPY. Let's go take a peek at a couple others just to make sure. Just want to see what's going on there. SMH, not quite at new all-time highs. XLK. XLK makes a new all-time high on Friday. Right there, technology sector. Okay, so FNGU is that big cap, mega stock, mega caps making new all-time highs. Now let's go tap back and take a look at IWM. All right, so here's IWM in the flaky uptrend because it took out this high right here. Price action for Friday. Make sure I get the right one. Lower high, lower low, closing under a bearish cross underneath the 17 EMA. Still struggling here, IWM, to get that to keep that uptrend going. It's in an uptrend, but still trying to break this downtrend, and that would be you can see the tops of all these candles right through here. Let me take this out. So we got, you can see price comes up here, gets rejected, up here, rejected, up here, rejected, and still up here, rejected. So there's IWM in a flaky uptrend, just struggling to keep that uptrend going. We'll see what happens. Dollar's pulling back today and Friday, so we could get some lift. We'll see what happens. Take a look at Diamond Dow. Diamond Dow also in an uptrend, making a lower high and a lower low, closing over bullish trap over the 17 EMA. So Diamond Dow in an uptrend. So you can see all of the Fab 5 are still in daily uptrends. All right, so there's Diamond Dow. Let's take a look at our technicals. Technicals for Friday. Well, we got tossed out of the buyer's chop zone into the sell zone, and then we got tossed out of the sell zone into the seller's chop zone. And from there, we just chopped all day long. So nothing really looking good here on T2123, 2122. T2123, you can see, looks like red from beginning to almost the end of the day, with one green candle right here on the 15-minute T2123. Again, we've got that 200 SMA providing that that the Death Star force field forcing price lower and lower into quadrant 1. We're almost at the prior lows right here. We're not far from it at all. We're stuck in quadrant 1, well underneath the midpoint, still underneath this 200 SMA. Again, price made a lower high. Chances are price is going to run off and make a lower low, or at least test these prior lows. So I hope they find a bottom soon so that they can start their way back up here. Not sure if that's ever going to happen, though, the way that this looks. That's a whole lot of pullback there, 100% retracement. So there's T2123 on the 15. Let's take a look at it on the 3 bar. Same deal. Only difference is the position of the 200. You can see the 200 is now curling over, kind of convexing right here, curling back. And you can see here's price action still stuck underneath this 17 EMA. Every time it goes up, it gets kind of rejected, kind of acting like the 200 on the 15-minute chart. But you can see here, price action's got price stuck in quadrant 1 with darn near 100% retracement Hope they can find a bottom soon and start working their way back up towards this 200 SMA. So small caps and mid caps just not really getting anything done here as far as bullishness. The market's been manhandled for the most part by this FNGU, and that's the big cap mega stocks. You can see FNGU just manhandling the market by ripping it up, while you've got back here on T2123 7 to 10,000 mid cap, small cap stocks just drifting lower and lower and lower day by day. And FNGU is the only thing that's been carrying the market. Right here is these big cap mega stocks. So if you're looking for uptrends, look to those big cap mega stocks like Google, Meta, Apple, Tesla. Those are the ones that are in the FNGU. FNGU on the 15-minute chart, you can see they ran off and made new all-time highs. Started out the day on Friday green, ended the day bullishly in a bull flag up here in the green. So we'll see what they want to do today, if they're going to break out and make more new highs. There's FNGU. Let's go back and take a look at some precious metals. Start off with silver. Now, silver was in the flaky uptrend on this day. Then they lost it on this day and became back in a downtrend. And now that we've taken out this candle right here, they didn't do it on Wednesday, but they sure did it on Friday. So silver now in a daily uptrend. It's a new daily uptrend for silver. Here's the highs of this year, all right? The 3-year high, 27.98, was made on 2/1/21. So that looks well up over 27.98. I don't think that is an all-time high, but you can see we are bull flagging over here in silver to make another breakout. And it looks like we're going to go back up and test these highs. So price action for silver, higher low, higher high, closing over the bullish trap, over the 17 EMA. Silver in an uptrend. Gold doing the same thing. Now gold made the flaky uptrend right here, taking out this high. They never came back and took out the low. So they stayed in the flaky uptrend, and now they've removed this high to be in a bona fide uptrend for gold, no longer a flaky uptrend. And here's gold making, yes, on Friday, higher low, higher high, closing over the bullish trap, over the 17 EMA. So there's gold in an uptrend, and gold bull flagging right through here. You can see price action goes up and then moves to the right. Let's take a look at energy. We'll start off with USO. USO in a nice uptrend. They've been in an uptrend since they took out this high right there. Okay, so price action in a daily uptrend. Friday's price action, you can see right there on the 5th. Higher low, higher high, closing over bullish trap, over the 17 EMA. USO in an uptrend. UNG was in an uptrend till they made a lower low than this low right here. So UNG makes a lower low, places them now in a downtrend. That's a really violent pullback. Hopefully they find some support right here on top of minor support of this 2-month consolidation. I would expect a reversal sometime soon this week, or at least maybe a V bottom, maybe a U bottom, maybe even a bear flag, but I would expect price to hold price. I would expect this consolidation to start holding price in this area. You can see right now we started out this day with a doji. Yes, Friday's price action, lower high, lower low, closing below the bearish trap, below the 17 EMA. So watch UNG for signs of smaller time frame uptrends, like maybe the 10-minute. So you can see they had a 10-minute downtrend all day. Looking like they might need to test it a couple times. We could see a 10-minute uptrend starting right off the top of this minor support on the daily chart. Right through there. Take a look at a few sectors. We saw SMH on the daily chart, not at new all-time highs, but challenging the area up here. You got green candle up, big red candle engulfs it right there. XLK put in a brand new all-time high, so XLK in an uptrend. Okay, it's hard to get anything in an uptrend when you've got T2123 just continuing to grind it out lower and lower, challenging the prior lows. So we'll see what happens here, but it doesn't look good for the market, but things do seem to be turning around. I do like that the dollar is pulling back, but it has not given the rest of T2123 a whole lot of momentum as so far. Let's take a look at financials, XLF. So XLF in a nice bull flag here, consolidating kind of in a wedge form here. We got a little low up there, tacking the lows together. And right here we can start tacking the highs together. So we've got a bull flag wedge forming in XLF. XLF not at new all-time highs, but still remaining in the zone of bullish price action. You can see where they start down here in a huge move up. This is consolidation. It may need to consolidate for 2 or 3 more months. We'll see, but there's XLF. Now XLF in not quite, you got an uptrend here. Yeah, XLF still in a daily uptrend here. So, but right now in a bull flag. So XLF is bullish, all right? And we got XLK is bullish. IWM is bullish, but T2123 is not. All right, so let's take a look at IYT. Here's our transports. Got to take out this high right here. They've tried once, twice, 3 times. They're just not getting it done. Here it is. That's the high that needs to be taken out. They can't take it out. They haven't been able to take it out yet. So transports still in a downtrend. Financials in an uptrend. IWM in a flaky uptrend. T2123 that's still in a downtrend. So let's go take a look at the dollar, see what that's doing. Let me pull up a few other one of these here real quick. Max Payne, that one. And let's get the economic calendar. That's not the one. We want that one. All right, so here's the dollar. Here's the pullback for Friday. You can see nice red candle pulling back to this flat 200 SMA. All right, it's still in an uptrend. It will remain in an uptrend until it takes out this low here or this low right here. All right, so nice pullback on the dollar to close around 104.87, 104.90, but still in an uptrend. It's been in an uptrend since it took out this high and turned around and made a higher high. So there will be in an uptrend till they take out this low or this low right here. All right, so dollar pulling back, needed to pull back further. Need to see this dollar up underneath this 200 SMA. So dollar still in an uptrend. Let's take a look, at our economic calendar. So today is Monday the 8th, and you can see, putting on my glasses here, not much going on Monday the 8th. Kind of like an extended weekend. Consumer credit comes out at 3 p.m. Tomorrow we got make sure I got this right. Mr. Powell's going to speak again on Tuesday again. All right. Mr. Powell speaks at 10 a.m. All right. And then we got nothing really market moving in through here except for Mr. Powell right there. Main event this week is going to be CPI, and that's June 11th. Wednesday, what do we have? We have petroleum report at 10:30. Wholesale inventories at 10. MBA mortgage applications at 7. Again, not much going to move the market except for maybe tomorrow. We got Mr. Powell's going to speak. The big one, again, the main event is going to be Thursday. CPI is at 8:30 in the morning, so kind of want to be close to hedged on Wednesday the 10th. Natural gas report comes out on Thursday. That CPI is on Thursday at 8:30. Jobless claims at 8:30 on Thursday. Natural gas report at 10:30 on Thursday. Couple of Fed speakers. Treasury statement at 2. Fed balance sheet at 4:30. On Friday, PPI final demand, 8:30, consumer sentiment at 10, and then a rig count at 1 p.m. So the main event is going to be Thursday, July 11th, and that's going to be CPI at 8:30. So we'll see what happens with that. Max Payne for today. Earnings season has been kind of, I got to call it, it's been wrapped up. But let's go just take a look just to make sure. I've got it here somewhere. Earnings calendar right there. And Max Payne still not up. Earnings calendar, you can see nothing here that's going to move the markets a whole lot. All right. Maybe some familiar names, but nothing really. Tuesday, same thing. Nothing that's going to move the markets. American Mobile, up, still looking for the P&L. Still putting that together. Wednesday, nothing going on there. Thursday, PepsiCo. Thursday on the 11th, $223 billion. And Progressive Corporation, $123 billion. So it looks like earnings is starting to pick back up. All right, I see Pepsi and Progressive coming in on Thursday. Pepsi's going to report before the market opens up. So that's probably right alongside of CPI. Progressive, still looking for a P&L. Friday, look at this. Friday, earnings season's going to get kicked off again. All right, so we got Chase is going to report, JP Morgan Chase, $599 billion. Wells Fargo, Citigroup, Bank of New York Mellon, Fastenal, and Ericsson. All right, so earnings season is going to get kicked off again with the big banks. You can see JP Morgan Chase going to start it off. We've got Wells Fargo and Citigroup, all three of them coming into Friday the 11th. So we'll see what happens. So there's our earnings calendar. Go back and check out Max Payne. Just not cutting it today. Let's try the other one. I've got one here. Let's try that one. All right, Max Payne for the 8th is... Well, that was for the 5th. I don't see it up here. Max Payne for the 8th, 546. Well, we're about 10 points away from 546. Actually, 9 points away. Put the call ratio is 1 3/4 puts to every call. Could see some more put squeezing. Kind of same thing we saw on Friday. Nice 10-minute uptrend. This could continue into today as long as the dollar continues to pull back. So we got earnings going to kick off soon. So we'll see what happens there. All right, so that's it for the markets for right now. I'm looking at SPY. All right, looking for 10-minute uptrends. All right, I'm going to come back here. I'm looking for 10-minute uptrends on the 10-minute chart. I'm looking for green erases red. First entry was 554.80. All right, that's green erasing red. And we left off with a 10-minute uptrend and a 2-hour uptrend. That is our first entry. As soon as the market opens up, we'll have some more entries. Again, SPY, FNGU, QQQ at new all-time highs, 10-minute uptrends. Green erases red. That's what I'm looking for this morning. All right, traders, until 9:15, and I will be back on to kick off the market. All right. Until then, if you got any questions, post them up. I'll go ahead and get them answered. Thank you, everybody out there in digital land. Appreciate your subscriptions, your patronage. I'll become a member of BYOB. We'll see y'all at 4 p.m. Everyone in the BYOB room, I'll be back on at 9:15.